The Asset Mindset, Transforming Personal Skills and Scalable Digital Revenue Streams. Introduction. You are already sitting on a fortune. Most people underestimate what they know. They discount their expertise, dismiss their experience, and overlook the skills they have spent years developing because those skills have become so natural that they no longer seem remarkable. But here is the truth. What is ordinary to you is extraordinary to someone else. The knowledge you have accumulated through years of professional experience, personal study, and lived experience represents genuine, significant value. And in the digital economy, that value can be converted into scalable income in ways that were simply not possible a generation ago. This is the asset mindset. It is the shift from seeing yourself as someone who trades time for money to seeing yourself as someone who possesses valuable intellectual and creative assets that can be packaged, delivered, and sold at scale. This audiobook is your guide to making that shift. We will explore how to identify your most valuable skills, how to translate them into digital products and offerings, and how to build revenue streams that work for you even when you are not actively working. Chapter 1. The Shift from Worker to Asset Owner. The traditional employment model is built on a simple exchange. You give your time and skill. Your employer gives you money. It is a transaction that resets every hour, every day, every pay period. This model has its merits. It provides stability, structure, and predictability, but it has a fundamental limitation. Your income is capped by the number of hours you can work, and your financial security is entirely dependent on the continuation of that single exchange. The asset mindset represents a fundamentally different relationship with your skills and knowledge. Instead of exchanging your time for money, you invest your time once to create something that can generate value repeatedly. You build an asset. An asset, in the traditional financial sense, is something that puts money in your pocket. In the digital economy, knowledge assets do exactly that. A well-designed online course, a comprehensive guide or ebook, a membership community, a software tool, a template library, a coaching program. These are all assets. They require upfront investment to create, but once created, they can generate revenue indefinitely. The shift to the asset mindset requires you to start thinking about your knowledge differently, not as something you possess personally, available only in the moments when you are physically present, but as something that can be extracted, packaged, and delivered at scale. What makes knowledge an asset? For your knowledge to become a genuine digital asset, it needs to have certain characteristics. It needs to be valuable to someone else. Your expertise in obscure topics that interest only you has limited commercial potential, but expertise that helps others solve meaningful problems, achieve important goals, or acquire valuable skills has real market value. It needs to be teachable or transferable. Some knowledge is so context-dependent or tacit that it cannot easily be codified and taught. But most professional and personal expertise can be articulated, structured, and communicated in ways that others can learn from and apply. It needs to be specific. The most valuable knowledge assets address specific, well-defined problems for specific, well-defined audiences. General knowledge is abundant and cheap. Specific, expert knowledge that addresses a real and pressing need is scarce and valuable. Chapter 2. Discovering your most valuable skills. Before you can build digital revenue streams, you need to get clear on which of your skills are most valuable and most marketable. This requires honest self-assessment, external feedback, and market research. The intersection exercise. Your most valuable skills exist at the intersection of three things: what you know deeply, what others find difficult, and what the market will pay for. What you know deeply is your area of genuine expertise, not just familiarity, but real, layered knowledge developed through significant time and experience. What problems have you solved repeatedly? What questions do people come to you with? What do you know so well that explaining it feels almost too simple? What others find difficult is the gap between your current level of understanding and where most people are. Because you have been inside your own expertise for so long, it is easy to forget how hard it was to acquire. Think back to when you were a beginner. What was confusing? What took you years to figure out? What mistakes did you make that others are still making? What the market will pay for requires research. Are there existing products and services in your area of expertise that people are purchasing? What are they paying? Where do they go to learn? What frustrations do they express about the existing options? The intersection of these three factors is your sweet spot. It is where you can create products that are both genuinely excellent and commercially viable. The skill audit. Take stock of your full range of skills and knowledge, not just your professional credentials, but your broader expertise. A human resources professional might also have deep knowledge in conflict resolution, communication, or organizational psychology. A software developer might have expertise in productivity, problem solving, or teaching technical concepts to non-technical people. A parent might have developed genuine expertise in child development, time management, or navigating educational systems. For each area of knowledge, ask, who needs this? How urgently do they need it? What would solving this problem be worth to them? What is currently available to help them, and how good is it? Chapter 3. The Digital Product Landscape. Once you know what you know and who needs it, you need to choose the right format for packaging that knowledge into a digital product. The format matters. Different types of knowledge translate better into different types of products. Online courses. Online courses are one of the most powerful and scalable digital products available. A well-constructed course can teach a complete skill or body of knowledge, provide real transformation for students, and generate revenue for years. The best online courses are built around a specific, meaningful transformation, not a collection of information, but a guided journey from a defined starting point to a defined outcome. What does your student know, feel, or be able to do at the end of your course that they could not do at the beginning? Online courses can be sold through your own platform, through marketplaces like Udemy or Teachable, or through a combination of both. Self-hosted courses give you more control and higher margins. Marketplace courses give you access to an existing audience. Most successful course creators use both ebooks and digital guides. Ebooks and digital guides are lower price point products that can serve as entry points into your ecosystem. They are relatively quick to create, easy to distribute, and can be extraordinarily valuable to the right reader. The key to a valuable ebook is focus. A 50-page ebook that solves one specific problem comprehensively is far more valuable than a 200-page ebook that tries to cover everything. Think about the most common question you get asked. What is the most urgent problem your audience faces? Write the definitive guide to solving that specific problem. Templates and frameworks. If your expertise is procedural or operational, templates and frameworks can be your most valuable digital assets. Spreadsheets, planning documents, workflow templates, script templates, design frameworks. These are products that people pay for because they save time and reduce error. The beauty of templates is that they represent the distilled output of expertise. Your audience does not need to understand how you developed the framework. They just need to use it effectively. And because templates are so immediately practical, they often convert very well. Membership communities and subscription content. If your knowledge area requires ongoing learning and community, membership models can generate consistent, recurring revenue. a community of practitioners around a specific discipline or challenge, where you provide regular content, guidance, and connection, can become a highly valuable and sticky product. Membership models require more ongoing effort than one-time products, but they build deeper relationships with your audience and create more predictable revenue. Chapter 4: Building your first digital revenue stream. Knowing what to build is only half the challenge. You also need to know how to build it, how to find your audience, and how to sell to them. Start with one product. The temptation when you discover the asset mindset is to create everything at once: a course and an ebook, and a membership and a coaching program. This is a reliable path to creating nothing well and burning out quickly. Start with one product, the simplest, most focused product you can create that delivers real value to a specific person. Get it done, get it in front of people, get feedback, then build from there. Done and sold is infinitely more valuable than perfect and unpublished. Find your first customers before you build. One of the most common mistakes first-time digital product creators make is building a product and then trying to find customers. The smarter sequence is to find customers and then build the product. Talk to the people you want to serve. Understand their problems in their own words. Validate that they would pay for a solution. Pre-sale if you can. Then build exactly what they told you they need. This approach eliminates the most common reason digital products fail, which is creating something that the creator thinks is valuable but the market does not want. The audience building imperative. In the digital economy, your audience is your most valuable asset, more valuable than any specific product. An audience of people who trust you, who value your perspective, and who are interested in what you have to say, is a platform from which you can launch any number of products successfully. Building an audience takes time. It requires consistent, generous sharing of valuable content. It requires showing up regularly. It requires being genuinely helpful before asking for anything in return. Start building your audience before you have a product to sell. Share your knowledge. Answer questions. Contribute to conversations. Build trust. By the time you have a product ready, you will have an audience of people who already know and trust you. Chapter 5: Scaling your digital revenue. The real power to digital products is scale. A course you create once can be sold to 10 people or 10,000. Your marginal cost per additional customer approaches zero. This is the lever that makes digital products so powerful. Automation and systems. The first step to scaling is replacing yourself with systems. Automated email sequences that nurture new subscribers and guide them toward your products. Payment processing that happens without your involvement. Course delivery that runs without your presence. The goal is to build systems that work while you sleep, that deliver your product and serve your customer without requiring your active participation at every step. Creating a product ecosystem. The most successful digital product businesses are built around ecosystems rather than single products. They have entry-level products at low price points, core products at mid-price points, and premium offerings at high price points. This ecosystem approach allows you to serve customers at different levels of investment and commitment, and to guide satisfied customers naturally from one product to the next. Passive income and ongoing revenue. The term passive income is somewhat misleading. Digital revenue streams require active work to create and maintain, but they can generate income with much less active input than traditional employment. A course created today can generate revenue 3 years from now. An ebook written this year will still be selling next year. The template created once will be downloaded by people who discover your work long after you created it. This is the compounding effect of the asset mindset. Each asset you create adds to the base of your digital portfolio. generating income that does not require constant time investment to maintain. Conclusion: the asset mindset as a way of life. The asset mindset is not just a business strategy. It is a fundamentally different way of relating to your skills, your time, and your potential. It is the recognition that you are not simply a worker who exchanges time for money. You are a creator, a teacher, an expert, a builder. You possess genuine knowledge that others need, and you have the ability to share that knowledge in ways that create real value and generate real income. The digital economy has given us tools and platforms that previous generations could not have imagined. The ability to create a course in your spare bedroom and sell it to students in dozens of countries. The ability to write a guide and have it downloaded by thousands of people who found you through a search engine. The ability to build a community of practitioners around a shared discipline and charge a monthly fee for access to the community. These opportunities are available to you right now. The question is not whether they are real. They are. The question is whether you are willing to do the work to discover your assets, package them with care, and put them in front of the people who need them. You are already sitting on a fortune. The asset mindset is the key to unlocking it.